It's the latest with Maya.
Yeah,
It's the latest with Maya.
okay.
Who's she gonna talk to now? What's she gonna ask about?
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the latest with Maya. If you're new to the show, I'm a metastasized brain tumor survivor and current patient. I started the show to connect with people whose work has inspired me and helped me through some difficult times. And I'm so excited for today's guest. Today, I'm having a conversation with Jon Chaffin, who currently stars as Danger in Diarra from Detroit. If you haven't watched the show, you need to check it out. It's so good. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited to be talking with you.
Thank you, Maya. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here having this conversation with you.
So who has had the biggest impact on you professionally?
Yeah. Ooh, professionally. Oh man, that's a really good question. I would probably say my coach, my acting coach, well, former now because I haven't studied with her in a while, but her name is Diana Castle. The Imagine Life Studios, her studio, um, and she literally changed my whole perspective and understanding of what the craft of acting is. I really learned under her tutelage how to nurture my imagination and how to use it to craft this kind of stories that I want to tell, and the characters that I want to play, which are all just a version of myself in one way or another. So she is someone who I ask for advice. I still go over my notes from from class. I still use her approach in all of my work. It's something that has really allowed me to step fully into who I am as an actor. And I'm really, really grateful that I got the privilege to study with her. And it won't be the last time. I'll be back. I've just been a little busy.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Um, so who has had the biggest impact on you as a person?
As a person, I'll probably say my father and my mother. They've just always been there. My dad is a contractor, and all of my life he's worked for himself and my sister's lives who are older than I am. I'm the youngest, and I just really got my work ethic from him. Learn how to he builds with his hands the way that I build with my imagination, if that makes sense. And he uses his imagination as well because he's building and houses and remodeling and all that is imaginative work um, in the beginning, and then it becomes practical once you start to actually put your hands to it. So it's a lot like what I do. I told him I told him the way you build houses is the way I build characters. Um, and yeah, he just taught me how to be a man, how to be a father, how to be present, how to show up, how to take care of my family. So yeah, I would say he's the one, my mother as well, but definitely my father because I that's really where I got the example of being a man.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, I love that. Um, Yeah, so what small things bring you joy on a daily basis?
My son's laughter, um, my dog's bark for some reason because she's always barking. I'm like, come on, stop barking so much, but I love it because it just brings me laughter just to see her, growing. But yeah, my son's laugh, um, his his thirst for life, his intrigue, his curiosity, um, his imagination. Uh, yeah, that's the biggest thing that really brings me joy. Is just being able to wake up and see him, give him a hug and a kiss, and start our day. Of course, my wife is there with us, so she's a close second. I tell her you're a close second, but no, yeah, yeah. It's something about a child, the innocence, and the curiosity, and how once you become a parent, you start to see the world through your child's eyes. Um, and with me being an actor, it's magnified because that's essentially what we do is we're playing a child's like game. We're playing a game of make believe. And the more childlike innocence you can bring to your craft, the more you are in tune with your imagination, the better artist you are, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I
Like
love
he's like my
that.
master, he's like my master class right now. I'm learning a lot just by watching him and playing with him.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, is there someone who, without fail, always makes you laugh?
My sister, without fail, because we're like two peas in a pod, and we have a shorthand and an understanding, and a lot of times we'll have conversations just through gifts. Like we'll be posting different gifts and have a whole conversation full of responses based on these different gifts. So it's hilarious. Yeah, she's never failed to give me a good laugh. And she's like my accountability partner too. She's always checking on me, like if I worked out, if I showed up, if I did what I said I was told her I was going to do. So when I don't, I get that gift with the dog with the face, and he's kind of like giving you the side eye, you know. So it's always like, all right, which one is she going to send me today?
I love that. That's the best, having someone to just you can send gifts back and forth.
Oh yeah, and it's hilarious, especially when, like I said, you can have literally a whole conversation just through
Yeah.
different gifts, like responding back and forth.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Um, so if you had a warning label, what would yours be?
Ooh, caution. Uh, yeah, caution. Hot. Surface is hot. Caution, surface is hot. I think that I have I'm not like I don't want to say like a mean person or, a very, self-centered or anything like that, but I am an introvert and I can come off sometimes as indifferent. And it's only because I'm thinking so much, you know what I'm saying? And I'm an
Yeah.
introvert. So there is this sense that like I don't know if he's really feeling this situation, like when people deal with me sometimes. Um, but it's only because I'm always analyzing, and I'm a Virgo, a September Virgo by nature. So there's a lot of perfectionism, and we're in our mind, we're over, we analyze, the outcome of the situation a lot of times before we actually delve into it. Uh, so that could be the cautiousness that I kind of give off, or the hotness that I might give off sometimes. Is really just me being my introverted self, and kind of allowing the situation to transpire or develop, as opposed to trying to manufacture an outcome.
Oh yeah. I understand that. I like that warning
Maybe I
label.
should change my warning sign to deep thinker. Yeah, beware of deep thinker.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
like that one.
yeah. We're gonna
Yeah.
do away with cautious. We'll just say beware of deep thinker.
Yeah. I like both those warning labels.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Either one could work. Either one could work.
Yeah. Yeah, I always say I've always said I'm an introvert, and then somebody told me I'm like an introverted extrovert, and then I just had somebody say I'm an extroverted introvert.
I,
And
you know, I wish I could understand each and every one of those. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know. I know extroverts, I know introverts. I know,
Yeah.
now when you start saying introverted, extrovert, like what does that mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like I'm very, people-y person unless it's a crowd that I'm not familiar with. I mean, I don't know what that means.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that's exactly it, that I like being social, and then I like being home and
Mm,
not talking to anyone at times.
I love being at home.
Yeah. Yeah. I know
Yeah,
it's like my favorite place. So,
it literally is. I love it.
yeah. Yeah, so when someone told me I might be an extroverted introvert, I was like, I don't like that because I've always said I'm an introvert, so I don't want to change it now.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Um, so what has been the biggest obstacle, either personally or professionally, that you've overcome?
Mm. I would probably have to say self-doubt, maybe. Because for a long time I doubted my ability to do this profession. I self-sabotaged myself a lot. I'm still guilty of that to some degree. But I don't doubt myself. I know that I am good at what I do. I know that I have a talent, a God-given talent. I know that this is what I am supposed to be doing. Um, and I no longer try to, well, I wouldn't even say try. I no longer just play small, for fear of being exposed as somebody who doesn't really know what it is that they're doing. Because for a long time, I was like, I didn't go to Carnegie Mellon or Yale School of Drama or, Juilliard. So, I'm not that level of actor. I'm not as good as those actors. And then I started working on projects alongside of actors that went to Yale and Juilliard and Carnegie Mellon, and they were telling me like they went to school for a long time to learn how to be more natural, um, and to be themselves more, and that I have a gift. And that kind of gave me confidence, and that built me up. And I said, you know what, maybe, okay, John, you can do this. You're not a phony. I'm not, pulling the wool over people's eyes and hoping that I don't get discovered one day as being, a fraud because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of winging it. I'm like, no, you do. It took me a long time to get to that point. but it's a good feeling to be on the other side of that. I tell you, and that was one of the hardest, and I think it definitely cost me a lot of years in my career because I didn't put myself out as much, and I didn't believe unequivocally. I had hope and I had faith, but faith and belief are two different things, but they're first cousins, I would say. You can have faith that something will work out and still be doubtful. Um, and that's where I was living. I was in a very lukewarm space, and it took a while for me to overcome that. And that, to me, is harder than any external forces or external problems that might have arisen over the years in my career.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm sorry you've had to deal with that. And
I mean, there's nothing to apologize for. Everybody goes through it. Everybody, deals with some level of fear or inadequacy at some point in life. You might get over it early or you might get over it late. But there's at some point in your life, in something that you do, there's a small feeling of inadequacy because you have to learn how to become confident and you have to learn, and confidence comes from showing up and doing the work. So the more you show up and the better you get, the more the confidence grows. And in the beginning, it's not always that. Um, and sometimes confidence can be masked as fear, like you're overcompensating. There's a deep level of fear, so you're overcompensating by being more, braggadocious. Well, not even braggadocious, but just um, more forthcoming and more. I forget the word that I'm looking for, but yeah, I do wish that I had stronger mentors in the beginning of my career that would have really spoke more life into me. Um, but I just didn't. So I had to figure a lot of this stuff out on my own, and that's my path. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
not the next person. So I don't regret any of it. I'm grateful that I finally did get to that point where I'm like, okay, Johnny, this you're actually good at what you do. Show up and show out. So yeah, that's the biggest obstacle that I've had to face is just my own um, internal thoughts, and
yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Um, and so I am a pop culture obsessed, and I go in stages of shows that I cannot stop watching.
hmm
Uh, is there a show that you are currently obsessed with?
It's I you know I won't say obsessed because there's so many good shows, but a lot of times it takes forever for these shows to come back on. And it's like the obsession is there when I'm watching it, but then when it's over, it's like, okay. I love Paradise. Um, I think Alex Cross is a really good show. I was laughing my behind off at Rooster. I thought the Penguin was amazing. I just started Sugar. There's so many good shows, but it's hard to have that obsession, at least for me, because there's such a gap in between seasons that, you can find yourself forgetting about it until it's time for it to come back on. Uh,
Yeah,
so yeah, I think I have a lot of shows that when they're on, I'm watching them. Um, but yeah, I'm not at that level of obsession. Like, where's it at? I'm ready for like, come on, guys, I need the next season. I'm like, I do feel like that with Paradise. I'm ready for the next season.
yeah.
But yeah, Yeah, I think back in the day, I was probably more obsessed because we got seasons a lot faster.
Yeah.
Now in the streaming model, in the streaming world, it could be like 2 years, sometimes more in between seasons.
Yeah. Yeah, I there's so many shows I'm obsessed with, and then I'm always upset when you have to wait so long for the new
Yeah.
season.
We didn't even get on. Me and my wife watched Game of Thrones during the pandemic. I didn't even watch it while it was airing. So everybody was obsessed with Game of Thrones and oh my God, Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones. And we didn't even pandemic rolled around. It was like we had nowhere to go. We were stuck inside. We just started watching different series and Game of Thrones was one. I was like, let me see what all this hype was about. And it was a really great show. I could see why people were, clamoring for it, especially when at the time that it was airing there was really nothing else out like it. So I can definitely see why. But yeah, I caught on to that bug afterwards.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've never seen Game of Thrones. So everybody has told me how great it is, and I remember it was when I was much younger, somebody told me that they think I would like this show, and my mom had watched it and she was like, "No, it would freak you out, like the violence."
It is not for, the young folks. I would say
Yeah.
it's definitely an
Yeah.
adult show.
Yeah.
CBMA, mature
Yeah.
audiences only, please. So
Yeah.
hopefully they weren't trying to put you on that show a little bit too young. That's probably your mom saving you from,
Yeah.
what you was about to experience, because that was definitely a mature show.
Yeah. Definitely. My mom watched the first few seasons, and so yeah, she was like, no.
Yeah, no, we're not watching that
Yeah.
one. Way to go, Ma.
Yeah. What?
I said, way to go, Ma. You
Oh,
gotta
yes.
protect your kids.
Yes, definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah, I there's so many shows I'm obsessed with. I just finished watching like the new show Sterling Point and the new season of My Life with the Walter Boys. I watched those in like I think both of those in like 2 days.
I would say I am more obsessed with a genre than I am particular shows. Like, I love documentaries. Like, I watch documentaries at least one every week. I'm always watching documentaries. Um, and I love drama. And a good comedy. But yeah,
Yeah.
I am a documentary, and docu-series. I love docu-series.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like true crime docu-series, any kind of docu-series. I love to watch docu-series.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have a lot of anxiety, so I can't watch true crime because that just like makes my anxiety
Yeah.
worse. I just started watching the new show The Shards,
Oh,
and
okay.
I it's really good, and I realized it is not a show I can watch before bed because I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
sleep last
Yeah.
night.
Definitely watch that early in the day.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what genre of movie would your life story be told as?
Definitely a dramedy. It's drama, but it's a lot of comedy. It's not like it's definitely not a horror or a thriller, you know what I'm saying? I feel like my life has been very good. I don't have a lot of trauma, or I haven't experienced a lot of trauma. I've dealt with loss. I've had a lot of loss. I've had a lot of friends who are no longer here. Um, but there is something about laughing through pain and finding the silver lining in everything that I feel like my life has been. So while I do have uh, the dramatic parts are there. There's still a lot of lightheartedness and comedy too. And I'm by nature, I'm a silly person. Like I'm goofy. I just happen to, I guess that's what they say, like comedians like can make like some of the best drama actors because, comedy is comes from drama. And a lot of drama comes from comedy. So I in my day-to-day life, I am more of a goofball than any of the roles I play. So my life story would definitely be a dramedy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, my mom actually, she's always like you has taught like me and my sister when we were growing up, that there's like any situation, there's some good to be found.
Oh
And like
yeah.
there's something to laugh about. And so we have a very warped sense of humor. So usually other
I love
people
it.
don't find us funny with like certain things we joke about, but we find ourselves hilarious.
That's
So
all that matters as long as you do.
yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I've always wanted my life story to be both a musical and a rom-com because I'm
Ah,
obsessed with those genres. So
okay, all right.
so yeah.
Like what is it? So like a Sex in the City meets what? What's a good musical that you like? Annie or
Oh,
I don't
I
know.
the first one that comes to mind is the Netflix movie The Prom. Um,
Ah,
so yeah.
La La Land. That's a good
Yeah.
mix.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I love La La Land. Yeah.
Awesome. I love that.
Thank you. Yeah, in my fantasy I can sing because I can't sing in real life. So
That's so hilarious because me too. Like in my mind, I'm a singer, but my wife is like, no.
yeah.
Let me tell it. I can sing like with the best of them, But
Yeah.
I'm stuck. I'm relegated to the shower. That's literally my limit on singing is only in the shower, not in front of
Oh,
anybody.
yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, oh, if like my if like I'm in a store with like a friend or my family and where like a song comes on that I love, I'll just start singing. I'm like I don't care. I love this song. I'm
Yeah.
gonna sing.
Right. I'm always singing in the car. My wife is like, you don't
Yeah.
never know the words. I'm like, I do know the words. You just gotta leave me alone. I can't sing under pressure.
Yeah.
You know, sitting there
Yeah.
lazy to mess up the words and stuff. Like, oh, somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Um, so if you could give someone in your life a star on the Walk of Fame, who would it be?
Oh, that's a good question. I'd have to go back to my pops because I think he is a star at what he does. Like the way this man could build is, and he knows housing and he knows electrical and plumbing and he knows, I mean, he's just a wealth of knowledge. And in any field, I think he would be at the top of it, especially in carpentry. He's definitely a Hall of Famer. And I would say he would definitely have a star in the carpentry Walk of Fame. Yeah,
Yeah, I love that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So if you had to choose someone to narrate your life, who would you choose and why?
Ooh, that's that's like okay. The go-to voice is like Morgan Freeman, right? And that's just because it's Morgan Freeman. You know what I'm saying? He's been Morgan Freeman all my life. And I think the way that he narrated the Shawshank Redemption is still one of the greatest narrations I've ever heard in my 42 years of life. I haven't heard one better before or since. Um, and he, I think, would be the quintessential narrator of my story, just because he simply is so great at what he does. It's amazing.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. And if you
Mm,
haven't watched The Shawshank Redemption, do so.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. I but
That's a bucket list movie that you should watch because
okay.
it's one of my it's my favorite movie of all time. I think it's the greatest movie made. Um, but that's me, but I implore anybody I speak to who hasn't seen it to go do themselves a favor and run and watch it. It's a great, great movie.
Wow. Yeah, I've always wanted to watch it. So I don't know why I haven't yet. So I'm ready to get down so I remember.
Yeah,
So thank you.
of course.
Yeah, there's so many people that I love that I would love to narrate my life. I think I'd love for Reese Witherspoon to narrate my life.
Okay.
So
You are, look, you did say your musical slash rom-com, so a little
yeah,
Legally Blonde in there. I think
yeah,
wasn't that like a musical? Then they turned it into like a musical. I know
yeah,
it made it a series now. But I think they
yeah,
took it to like Broadway and everything. So
yeah.
uh yeah, that would be a great choice.
Thank you. Yeah,
Mm.
one of my all-time favorite movies is her movie Home Again.
Ah,
I
okay.
think that's the rom-com that I've seen the most. I've lost track of how many times I've seen it.
I love it. I haven't seen that. I don't think I've seen Home Again. I don't. It was that her and like Vince Vaughn?
No,
Okay, that was Four Christmases I'm thinking about. Okay,
yeah,
never
yeah.
mind. I don't think I saw Home Again.
Oh, yeah, it's so good. That's my recommendation for you.
Okay, so I watch Home Again. You watch Shawshank Redemption, and then we'll meet back up and have a powwow about
Yes,
it.
that sounds great.
Yeah,
I look forward to it.
yeah,
Yeah. I just rewatched Home Again, so that's like on in the front of my mind again.
yeah. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Um, so what song, whenever you hear it, brings you back to a specific memory, and what is that memory?
Mm. There's a lot of them. Summertime by Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff. That I just remember being a kid and that being like the song that we would listen to and hear on the summer. When that song came on, we knew it was summertime. um, Nat King Cole Christmas song. Because my mom would always play it on Christmas. So it just brings me back to like Christmases as a kid. Um, yeah, I mean, so many. Electric Slide, just remember my parents used to throw parties all the time and sneak downstairs and watching the adults dancing to the electric boogie, boogie, boogie. I'm talking about the original one. So yeah, there's a lot of just different songs in my life. I remember there's a recent one, African Giant, the album by Burna Boy. It just brought me. I remember being in the gym, really, really heavy, and going through some things in my life around that time. I think it was like 2017, 20, yeah, like around 2015, 2017, somewhere around there, between 2015, 16, and 17. I can't remember the actual year, but I was just like listening to that song religiously and just, it would just put me in a great space, the whole album actually. And I was really just trying to figure out like in that, being in my head moment in my life, what's next. So yeah, there's a couple of songs that or albums even that I have throughout that would be like the soundtrack in my life.
Oh, wow. I love that.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's so many songs for me that just whenever I listen to them, I'm taken right back to like a certain point and
Yeah,
I remember everything I was feeling.
right, right. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of Ben Platt songs that do that for me because there were a lot of his songs that I listened to during lockdown
Mm,
in 2020. So a lot of his songs.
yeah. I mean, it's like, yeah, I could go on and on. Alicia Keys, when I was, going through my a phase of writing and relationship I was in at the time. Usher, Confession when I was in college and doing. I mean, it's just so many. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think music is like I love using it in my work
Yeah.
because it is very helpful. You know what I'm saying? It can put you in the mindset of the character and the time frame that they're living. You can listen to music from the 40s and kind of delve into that period or the 60s and delve into that period. So yeah, music is a great tool to use for me in my art. So I'm
Yeah.
always yeah, my soundtrack would be long.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have any irrational fears?
No, no, I don't no. I think I the only fear that I like probably have is like snakes. Like I can't stand snakes. So it's nothing that's like, oh, if this happened or that happened. I'm like, I feel like everything that happens in life is by design, it's not by happenstance. Um, I jumped out of an airplane on my like 30th birthday. I don't think there's anything very more frightening on earth than or I wouldn't even say frightening, as thrill seeking as that. uh, so no, I don't think so. Maybe not being here to see my son grow up would be a fear. But I don't think that's irrational. I think anybody that's a parent wants to, see their children grow up. So I would love to be here long enough to see him grow up and have a family of his own. That would be a fear of mine that I would miss out on that. You know, I would be I'd be gone, or taken out too soon.
Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just have one final question for you.
Okay.
Um, so today, what are you most grateful for?
Life, being above ground. Um, I have a saying: every day above ground is a good day. Because if it were the other way around, it would not be.
Yeah.
um, So yeah, I'm just grateful that I'm here. I have all my faculties. I have another opportunity to get it right or to continue the process of getting it right and getting better on a daily basis. Grateful for my family. Um, Grateful to just be able to live my dreams and pursue them because not everyone gets an opportunity to pursue their dreams. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm, yeah. Well, that was my final question for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I've had the best time talking with
Thank
you.
you. You too. You're such a great interview. I love this.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you made my day, so thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, of course. You made mine as well. So I already know the rest of this day is gonna be lit. So yeah, but I appreciate it and I look forward to hearing your thoughts on the Shawshank Redemption and I'll give you mine on Home Again.
Yes, I can't wait. I'm very excited for
Yeah.
that.
We'll have to
Yeah.
put that on the calendar. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Um, and so thank you so much again, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, and you as well.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Thank you. And that's a wrap on today's edition of The Latest with Maya.
Latest with Maya. Yeah. It's the latest with Maya. Okay. Who's she gonna talk to now?